All right, we're streaming. We're streaming on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and X. It's the AI Made Simple with me. I'm Steve Brown, your host. Steve ROI Brown. Why are we here? Well, I'm here because I want to help you get confident in working with AI. It's on the way, it's coming, and so it's time. It's time to learn. It's time to get confident. Why are you here? Because you're AI curious. You're realizing that you're having to work with AI in your business, as a leader. You're having to lead it. But how do you lead something that you're not confident with? Well, that's why you're here. And so today's show is going to be cool because I'm going to show you how to learn anything with AI. I made you a free personal tutor. It's an AI tutor. So imagine, you know, so when I'm busy, when I'm active, when I'm walking, when I'm exercising, when I'm doing something, I want to listen to something. And so I noticed that I spend a lot of time trying to find what's something positive, something educational that I can listen to while my hands are busy, while I'm driving. And so I'll find something and I'll listen to a podcast. I'll listen to interesting folks that I want to learn from. But recently, I figured out that I can have a conversation. So you got to go look. If you want to go look for a topic, you got to spend a little time and then pick it. So, like if I go for a walk, I'm going to be walking for 20 minutes. I got to find something that's going to last for that time. And so I look and look. But now I have set it up to where I can learn any topic that I'm interested in while I walk and have an interactive conversation. And that's what we're going to show you today. But first, let's set the scene here. Okay. So I'm going to see if I can share my screen the right way. All right, I can. Here we go. Okay, so let's set the context. In our world at the moment, AI is starting to be baked into everything. And what we're seeing are these trends that are happening. If you knew before COVID how everything was going to change, what would you have done different? What would you have? Would you have positioned your company different? It's like seem like Walmart and Amazon and Target and all these big stores, they kind of had a heads up that everyone was going to want things delivered to them. And so they had all of that system in place quite fast. And they had the resources, they had the planning, they were able to look forward. But businesses like yours and mine, hey, we're busy just trying to get around this quarter, and we're looking for. We'd like to spend a little more time learning, but sometimes business pulls us away because we don't have all the resources. So these articles are kind of showing you that as far as AI, here's what's coming around the corner. If you know what's coming around the corner, then you can start to position your company, your professional outlook the right way. So nearly 80% of SMBs using AI say it's transforming their business. This is the 360 blog put on by Salesforce. But AI literacy is a big thing. And how can you improve your AI literacy today? Well, you need to get familiar with AI, machine learning, get comfortable with AI powered tools and making sense of this. Well, it takes an investment of time. And you need to start digging. But when we're busy running our business, then we go home and we're busy with our lives. That you got to fight for this. So we got a tool that's going to make it easy. Some more stats here. And think about it like this. We have generative AI that's transforming white collar work. That are these models like ChatGPT, Google Gemini, Perplexity, Claude, etc. These are generative AI, and these are impacting white collar work. Okay. But there's also what's called embodied AI. Embodied AI is what's transforming, will transform blue collar jobs. Think in the news recently of we have cyber taxis. What are they called? Um, Tesla launched their taxis now. So they're robot driven taxis, and soon robot driven um, 18 wheelers, etc. This is called embodied AI. Your cell phone is an embodied AI, means that there's a body around this AI tool that you're using. It's got AI baked in it. And so more and more of these particular robots, like you think of Amazon package processing warehouses, there's a lot of AI robots in there that are pushing those boxes around and lining them up for whatever trucks are being used. Same with Walmart, etc. And so when you're thinking about this, this is an article by Pearson. Pearson wrote this article. So generative AI's potential to replace jobs, and I think my point is that if you knew many of these jobs are going to be impacted by AI, you would get up to speed on AI so that you're able to direct and be proactive instead of having to be reactive and feeling like you got the rug pulled out from you because you weren't expecting it. Here's an article from NVIDIA, and they're talking about embodied AI. So think Amazon, think of your driving cars and other things that'll be replacing. Um, there's a lot of conversations around tariffs and a lot of drama, but in in the scheme of things, many of the jobs that people are saying that Americans aren't or too good to do, um, that may be true, maybe not, but many of these robots will be performing picking the foods in the fields. They'll be packaging, cleaning, all sorts of items. And so that's what you call embodied AI. It's a big field that's coming. Tesla's on that hard. And then this is the article on workforce cuts. Now, this is Intel. Everybody knows about Intel. What are they? They do chips and all sorts of tech items. And what are they doing? They hiring more people. No, the demands are up. Demands high for what they're doing. Okay, but they're cutting jobs. Why? Because an employee is really expensive. They're really hard to recruit, hire, train, manage, and then by the time you get them up to speed, they let you know they're moving on to their next phase, right? And so that's a big investment. And these big companies are just signaling to you that they're on to that and they're making job cuts. And they're not hiring new people, but their profits are growing. Another article here, key statistics. I thought this one down here was really funny. 15% of workers in the US would consider having an AI boss. Are you in that 15%? Striking. So what are we talking about today? We spent 9 minutes on this. Here we go. So this is what we made for you. All right. So any topic you want to know about, I made this GPT tutor for you, and it's really easy. So I pick ChatGPT just because I'm able to share this free link to this free GPT that if you have a ChatGPT subscription, it's easy for you to get. You just click on the link. It'll be in the show notes here. You can go and search for any topic made simple, GPT Tutor in the GPT store. It's free. You just click on it. It's going to add it in your sidebar. And today, what I want to kind of show you is really This is something I don't really do very much, but recently I started, and it's pretty interesting. So down here, you're going to see there's a dictation icon. This is how you just not have to type anymore. It's nice. You can get a lot more context if you click on it and dictate. But where I wasn't taking advantage of is this voice mode. But this voice mode is what comes into handy when you're active and on the go, when your hands are busy, when you can't type, when you can't, when you don't want to. You want to, but you want to take that time and be productive. And so what we're going to do is, what can you expect from this GPT? Well, let's see. Let's see what it's here. All right. So some things just kind of easy to go through when it's in a course format. So design this to build out structured models, 4 to 6 structural models, um, provides reading lists, tools, and optimal deep dives if you want to go. It's friendly, it's clear, and it's a guide. And so, what topic do you want to learn? All you got to do is answer these 3 questions. What topic do you want to learn? How much time can you spend per day on this? And what's your experience level? So, let's just kick this off and I'll show you how it works. So I'm going to click on this dictation mode. All right, so here's what I want to do. I want to learn about LLMs. I got about 30 minutes a day, and let's just assume I'm on the beginner level. Let's take it from there so I can get a good context and start to get my head around how LLMs are going to help me um, do my job better. All right. So we started started the course here, but what I realized was the audio is not coming through. So let's let's transition here. Hang on. All right. So on your phone, I've been doing this for demonstration purposes here um, on my desktop. But let's hop in. Let's pull up this exact conversation now on my phone, and we'll transition here. You know, at showbiz, you got to learn. You got to learn and dance on a stage live. All right. So here's where we're going to go. So let's start over on module 1 here. Let's start from there.
Got it. You want to rewind a bit and restart from module 1. No problem. So module 1 is all about the foundations. What makes a language model large? To kick things off, LLMs are just supersized versions of regular language models. They're trained to predict the next word in a sentence by learning from tons of text. What makes them large is 1. Huge numbers of parameters, like billions or trillions. 2. Massive data sets, entire slices of the internet. And 3. Lots of computing power to train them. The model architecture that made this scale possible is the transformer, which uses something called self-attention to understand how words relate to each other. Want me to break down parameters and transformers again, or should we keep going forward from here?
You know what's I never could explain exactly what a transformer is. My mind goes to the movie or the cartoons. But what is a transformer? So GPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer. What's a transformer?
Yes, this is such a great question and super important since transformer is right there in GPT's name. Okay, forget the robots for a sec. In the AI world, a transformer is a model architecture, a blueprint for how the AI processes and understands text. It was introduced in a paper called Attention is All You Need back in 2017. Here's the key idea. Instead of reading text one word at a time like older models, transformers look at all the words at once and figure out how they relate to each other. This is done through self-attention, which means the model decides which words in a sentence are most important to focus on, based on the context. Like in the sentence, the dog chased the cat because it was fast. The transformer figures out, does it refer to the dog or the cat? That's self-attention in action. It does this not just once, but through multiple layers, each refining the understanding. Does that help clear up what a transformer is? Want to dig into self-attention a bit more?
Yeah, let's dig in a little bit more.
Perfect. Let's zoom in on self-attention, the heart of how transformers work. Imagine you're reading this sentence. The book on the shelf near the window was dusty. Now, when the model sees the word was, it needs to figure out what was dusty. Was it the book, the shelf, the window? Self-attention helps the model weigh each word in the sentence and decide which ones are most relevant to was. In this case, it should focus more on book.
So what's interesting about this is while you're walking, you can have actual back and forth with the model, and so you can get exactly that. This is a world we're moving from a one size fits all world to a what's unique for you and what you need to um, know, and that's what this GPT tutor offers you is that what specifically do you want to know about, and it's going to help you get up to speed and get where you want to go, which is with your confidence. So what did we learn today? That you can get a specific type of training about any topic you're interested in. That generative AI is thing that's going to test many of the white collar jobs. A lot of people think white collar jobs are secure, but it's not. Our future is different. And so getting up to speed, being confident in here, leading implementations, adoption is only going to benefit you. It's going to help you get your business more profitable, more productive. It's going to improve customer service. It's going to improve your good employees. And let's just face it, some employees are just trading their time for dollars, and they're not engaged. And you're going to be able to take advantage of automation and artificial intelligence. You're going to be able to grow your business more effectively, more profitably. If there's one thing that I've done as a business owner over the past 14 years, I've spent most of my profits or most of my revenue on employees. And employees, they have lives. As a business owner, you're investing in them, you're training them, you're getting benefit. They start pulling weight, but at some point in their lives, they're going to go on about their lives. They're going to do, they've got a life, they got a future. They're going to move on, and that investment that you put into them, you have to start over. And so, what AI offers us is a way to get a longer return on our investment. Is to make our great employees, release them of work that's taxing, that's not fun, that they dread, and help them to focus on what is their best value, that they get to be creative, they get to be productive, they gain some autonomy, and they help build a better version of the world that you envision with your company. All right. So one more thing here. So where do we get this? Where do we get this free tool? You can go to roionline.com/linktree. These are all my free GPTs right here. We've got a prompt coach to help you write prompts. You want to make over your messaging for your website, you just put in your URL And this little coach here goes to town and helps you tighten up all your messaging on your maybe a newsletter, maybe your landing pages, your website, etc. You got a pre-lawyer contract coach. How many times have you gone to an attorney and should have done your homework? This sets you up for success for that conversation. Get your lawyer to tighten up whatever it is you need to do and get on the way. Cash flow clarity coach. Well, maybe there's items in your business you want to tighten up your cash flow. Maybe you want to brainstorm some of your expenses. That's what this GPT does for you. Google Business Profile Coach. These are all free, by the way. Google Business Profile. Tighten up, polish, get that Google Business Profile optimized. It's one of the best foots forward in the Google ecosystem, and it helps you connect with the folks that are looking for you. Prompt coach for projects. There's a project aspect in the GPTs that we've gone over in some of these episodes. Using a prompt writer for those projects makes those projects even more effective. Last week we did profit prep for restaurants. This is a cool little tool to figure out how restaurants can start adopting AI, and this here can help you strategize and think about little quick wins for a restaurant using AI. And then today we got any topic made simple GPTutor. Just click on these; it takes you directly there, puts it in your custom GPT, in your chat GPT, and you're off to the races there. Also, you can every week I send out an AI Made Simple newsletter. Helps you learn about all the things that are going on. Whether this episode, this newsletter covered chatbots that cover customer intent, AI-driven data analysis, how to use it for pick a tool, try Power BI, visualize sales data, etc. Custom AI for brand aligned brainstorming. And then, in the custom. So you can sign up for that here. Go to roionline.com, scroll down, and we got subscribe to the AI Made Simple newsletter. All right. Another good episode. We're off to the races. Let me know. Try one of those custom GPTs and let me know how that works for you. Give me some feedback. We'll see you on another next week. Same time. AI Made Simple. I'm Steve Brown, your host. Like and subscribe. Do all the things that the cool kids say. We'll see you next week.